Hello students, let us continue our journey in EVS. So today we are starting a new chapter all about food. Chapter 6 all about food. So have you all had your breakfast now? Yes. Why do you have food? You have food to get energy, isn't it? If you don't have food, what happens? You may feel fainting and you feel tired and you will not get energy to do your things, to study and to play. So let us see the different aspects or the different things about food. So what is food? Food is a basic need of all living things. So we all need food and food is our basic need. Suppose we don't have food, we feel hungry, isn't it? How long can you be there without having food? So we feel hungry and tired. So we need food. You have to have food every day. And normally we take breakfast in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, tea and snacks in the evening, and we have dinner at night. So all these things you learned in class 1 and in your KG section. So today let us see the different types of food. So we eat food to live, grow, remain healthy and active. So we all should have food. We need food to live and grow and to remain healthy and active. Now there are different types of food. So just recall the different types of food that you have in a day. I already told breakfast. We have breakfast in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, tea and snacks in the evening, and dinner or supper at night. So all these food items, all these food contain different things in that, isn't it? So can you tell me an example for your breakfast which you like? Yes, some of you might like idiyappam and egg curry. So you might have different taste and different likes. So some of you might have idiyappam and egg curry. You may like that. Some of you might like chapati and dal. So likewise we have different kinds of food in the morning. Okay, so under that there are different components or the different categories of food, and food can be basically classified into 3 types. The first one is the food that gives you energy. Okay, the food that gives you energy, that is energy giving food. So the food that gives you energy can be called as energy giving food. Now the second one is body building food. What is body building food? From the name itself we know that that type of food helps to build up your body. So in our first chapter I told you that you have to have milk and milk products, butter, cheese, meat, fish and all. So when we have these things we are able to build up our body, that is our muscles and bones and all will become strong. So the second type of food is body building food. Now you can see a third name written here. What is written here? Protective food. So protective food is the type of food that helps you to be protected from diseases. Okay, so protective food helps you to get yourself protected from diseases. So let us recall the different types of food. First one is energy giving food. Second one is body building food, and the third one is protective food. Now you can see the picture. See what you can see in this picture. You can see there is a glass of milk, there are some fruits, eggs are there, then chicken is there, and here you can see drumsticks. So all types of food is included, food items are included in this image. You can see milk, meat, fish, vegetables, fruits, eggs, etc. So our food should consist of the different components which gives us energy, which helps us to build our body and which protects us from diseases. Okay, now let us see what are the different energy giving food. So the first type of food is energy giving food. Now what is the function of an energy giving food? The energy giving food gives energy to our body to work and play. So all of us need energy to work and play. So where do we get this energy from? we get this energy from the food we eat. So for getting energy, we need to have energy giving food. Now let us see what are the different examples for energy giving food. Rice, wheat, potato, sugar and butter. In the afternoon we have lunch. Normally we have rice and different curries, isn't it? So rice gives us energy. Then what about wheat? We all might be eating chapatis, puris, etc. So what is this chapati and puri made of? It is made of wheat. So wheat also gives us energy. Now this is potato. Potato is a vegetable. It grows under the ground. So when we have potato, we get energy. Now sugar. Sugar is present in almost all the foods. So sugar also gives us energy. And the last one here is butter. What is butter? Butter is a milk product. So butter is made from milk. So butter, potato, rice, wheat and sugar, they are all examples for energy giving food. So let us recall, energy giving food gives energy to our body. For what? To work and play. I repeat the examples once again. Rice, wheat, potato, sugar and butter. So you can see the picture also. Here rice is shown. This is wheat and here you can see a bowl of sugar and you can see a piece of butter there. So all these are examples for energy giving food. Okay, now let us see the next type of food. The second one is body building food. I already told body building food helps us to build our body. You all want to build your body, isn't it? For building our body, we need to take body building food. Now, what are the functions of a body building food? So, they make our bones and muscles strong. So, when we have body building food, it keeps us healthy and it makes our bones and muscles strong. Now, see the pictures here. What all things are shown here? You can see a piece of cheese is there, 2 eggs are there, a glass of milk is there, and you can see some pulses, different types of grains. Just recall the Malayalam word for pulses. We say ulunnu, parippu, cherupayar, etc. So all these together are known as pulses. Okay, so a number of grains are shown here, and here you can see fish fry. So all these things are examples for body building food. So let us recall the examples for body building food here. Milk, cereals, pulses, cheese, fish, eggs and meat. So there are a number of examples. So normally when we speak of body building food, we can say that milk and milk products, eggs, meat and fish, they all help us to build our body. Now apart from that, we can see cereals. Cereals means dhanyangal, and pulses, things like cherupayar, vanpayar, ulunnu, kadala, all these things, they are known as pulses. Now all the other things you all know. So these are the examples for body building food. So let us recall the main points once again. Body building food make our bones and muscles strong and they help us to grow. So if you want to grow, you need to have these type of foods: milk, butter, cereals, pulses, meat, fish, egg, etc. Okay, so all of you should include these things in your diet. Now let us see the third type of food. Just recall which was the name which I told you in the beginning. Yes, it is the protective food. Now I told you that protective food helps us to be protected from diseases. So if we have protective food, we can fight against diseases. Okay, now let us see what are the different types of protective food. So first of all, the function of protective food, they make us active, strong and protect us from diseases. So in order to be active and strong, we should have protective food. Okay, now examples for protective food. Here you can see the picture, you can see a number of vegetables are there. Here you can see carrots, capsicum, cabbage, tomato, chilies, beans is there, peas is there, then you can see tomato, brinjal, etc. So all these are a number of vegetables. So all the vegetables are coming under protective food. So protective food includes a number of vegetables, all types of vegetables. Now what about the second picture? Yes, you can see grapes, apple, orange, and all sorts of fruits. You can see strawberry also, lemon. So all these fruits are also sources of protective food. So we can say that in order to be protected against diseases, we need to have lots of vegetables and fruits. Okay, so what is the function of protective food? It helps us to be active, strong, and protect us from diseases. Now examples are fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we should eat each type of food during the day, and we must also drink plenty of water every day. So in order to fight against diseases, apart from having food, we need to drink lots of water every day. Okay, so you have to have about 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. So if we drink enough and more water, we will be protected against diseases. Okay, so as children, you should eat lot of fruits and vegetables and drink lots of water. So children, let's recall the different types of food. Which are they? Yes, first one is body building food, second one is energy giving food, and the third one is protective food. Okay, so we saw the functions of these types of food, and I also told you the examples. Okay, now let us see the different kinds of food. So we were speaking about the types of food like protective food, body building food, and energy giving food. So in all these images or all these examples, you saw that both vegetables, fruits, milk, meat, fish, etc. were included. Okay, so let me ask you one question. Where do we get food from? Yes, we get food from plants and animals. Okay, so are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian? Some of you may be vegetarian. Okay, what do you mean by vegetarian? Vegetarian means people who are having only plant products, that is they don't take meat, fish, etc. So the food that we get from plants are known as vegetarian food, and the food that we get from animals as well as plants can be called as non-vegetarian food. Okay, now let us see the slide. Yes, kinds of food. First one is vegetarian food. So I have given green color. So when you hear the term vegetarian, always remember vegetarian food is provided by plants. Okay, so plants are green in color, no? So whenever you see or hear the term vegetarian, you should understand that those food items are obtained from plants. Plants are green in color. Okay, now what are the examples for vegetarian foods? Fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses, milk, cheese, and butter. Okay, so all these things we saw. I repeat, all the fruits and vegetables, then cereals, that means dhanyangal, then pulses, remember, udina, parippu, kadala, etc. Now milk, cheese and butter. So these are the cheese and butter are the milk products, and these are all coming under vegetarian food. So whenever you hear the term vegetarian, remember about plants. So all vegetarian food are got from plants. Now what about non-vegetarian food? See the color which I have given, it is red in color. So non-vegetarian food is obtained from animals. Animals. So when we kill an animal, what happens? Blood is shed, isn't it? So what is the color of blood? Blood means red. So non-vegetarian food are mainly obtained from animals, and it includes plants also. Okay, so non-vegetarian food includes the food obtained from animals as well as plants. Now let us see the examples. So when I wrote plants here, you can see that fruits, vegetables, pulses, milk and milk products, etc. come from plants. So these are all examples for food obtained from plants. Now let us see the other examples here. Eggs. Where do we get eggs from? We get eggs from duck and hen, isn't it? And there are other birds also. So eggs. Then mutton, chicken and fish. Mutton, chicken and fish. Who gives all these things? Yes, it is the animals. So non-vegetarian food is obtained from mainly animals. Okay, remember eggs, meat, fish, mutton, chicken, etc. Are you all feeling water in your mouth? You all like these things, isn't it? Now they are obtained from plants also. Which are the plant products? Milk products like butter, cheese, then vegetables, fruits, cereals and pulses. So when we speak about non-vegetarian food, it includes the food obtained from animals as well as plants, and vegetarian food is obtained only from plants. Okay, so let me ask you one question. Can you tell me which are the different kinds of food? Yes, it is the vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food. Now, do you have a particular way of eating food? Yes, we should follow some rules for eating food, and the different rules are, we know that people eat food in different forms. Okay, how do you have orange, apple, etc.? Do you cook it? No, we don't cook it. So fruits, most of the fruits, they are eaten raw. That means we eat them without cooking. Fruits are eaten raw. Raw means they are eaten without cooking. Now what about the vegetables? Some vegetables like carrot, tomato, radish, etc. are eaten raw. Can be eaten raw, but we can cook and eat also. Okay, but they can be eaten raw. Whereas the other vegetables, they are made into the different forms of curries and eaten. So some vegetables like carrot, radish and tomato can be eaten both raw and cooked. Okay, now before having fruits and vegetables, what should we do? We should wash it. Why should we wash it? We should wash it in order to clear the germs and dirt present in those fruits and vegetables. Okay, so we must wash fruits and vegetables before eating or cooking. So have you seen your mummy washing the fruits and vegetables before giving to eat to you in a raw way, and before cooking also? So we should wash it carefully. Now what is the use of washing? It helps to remove the dirt and germs. Okay, so before having fruits and vegetables, we should wash it carefully with water, and sometimes we put salt also inside the water in order to kill the germs. Okay, now what about pulses? Pulses and rice are cooked before eating. Can you eat rice without cooking? How do you feel? We cannot eat. So we can eat rice only after cooking it properly. So all the pulses also like that. So most of the things we have to eat after cooking only. Only fruits and certain vegetables we can eat in the raw form. Okay. Now what happens when we cook food? When we cook food, the food becomes soft and delicious and easy to digest. What do you mean by that? When we cook food, the food becomes soft. Only when it is soft we can chew it properly. Okay. Now what do you mean by delicious? Delicious means it becomes tasty. Okay. So delicious means tasty. Now, and it becomes easy to digest. So when we take in food, what happens? The food is broken down into smaller pieces and it gets digested in our body. Okay, digestion means dahikya. So we have to chew it properly and eat, and we should also drink water. So when we cook food, what happens? It becomes soft, delicious and easy to digest. Okay, so let us see these points once again. We know that people eat food in different forms and fruits are eaten raw. Now, before having fruits, what should we do? We should wash fruits and vegetables before eating or cooking. Now, what is the use of washing these fruits and vegetables before cooking? It helps to remove the dirt and germs. Now, some vegetables, which are the vegetables that can be eaten raw? Yes, some vegetables like carrot. Yes, second one is radish. Rice and pulses are cooked before eating. Now, when food is cooked, what happens? It becomes soft, delicious and easy to digest. Okay, now let us go into the last slide. Now, what is written here? Save food. What does that mean? You should not waste food. So, food is very precious. You should never waste it. Now, eating good food makes us healthy. We all become healthy when we eat good food. Only when good food is there, we get good life. So, we should not fill our plates with more food than we can eat. So, when we take food, we should only take the sufficient quantity which we need. We should never waste food. Food is very precious. There are so many people in the world who are starving because they don't have enough food. So, never waste food. Okay, so good children will not waste food. And the last point is, we should share food. We must share our food with people who do not have enough food to eat. So, always share your food. Now, see this image. Whenever you have food, always think, and after thinking, you eat, and you have to save. Okay, so think, eat and save. So, this is all about food. Now, let us see some fill in the blanks questions. Okay, so let us see some name the following questions. Name the following. Name any two energy giving food. So, you can write any two food. Here I have written rice and wheat. Now, second one, name any two body building food. You can write any examples. Here milk and egg is written. So, you need to write and study the spelling of these. Now, third one, name any two protective food. Answer is fruits and vegetables. Now, fourth one, name any two vegetarian food. So, you can write the name of any vegetarian food. Here I have written pulses and butter. Okay, so in your textbook a number of examples are there. You can select which one you like. Okay, now last one, any two non-vegetarian food. Here answer I have written chicken and fish. Okay, so you have to write the answer which you like. Now sixth one, name any two junk food. What is junk food? Junk food means the packed food that comes in bottles or jars. So answer we can have pizza and burger as example. So all of you like pizza and burger, isn't it? So they are examples for junk food. We should not have it too much, and bottled drinks and packed foods are not good for health. So these are the name the following. Now let's go into the question answers. The first one, which is given in your textbook, the question is, Sridhar and his friends were playing cricket on a sunny afternoon. They sweated a lot and got tired. What do you think the boys need to drink? So Sridhar and his friends became tired after playing for a lot of time. So what should they have? They need to have enough water. So answer is the boys need to drink plenty of water. Now second one, how do protective food and body building food support our body? So how do protective food and body building food support our body? Answer is protective food makes us active, strong and protects us from diseases, whereas body building food makes our bones and muscles strong. They also help us to grow. So this is the answer. You have to copy down in your EVS notebook. Now the third question is, write the name of each of the food items given below in the correct column. Peas, pulao, milkshake, fruit juice, scrambled eggs, sugar candy, cheese, sandwich, fish curry, butter, toast, dal fry, potato fry, etc. You have to classify these food into three categories. Which are the categories of food? Energy giving food, body building food and protective food. So I have classified and written here. Energy giving, sugar candy, fruit juice, potato fry, butter toast, pulao, etc. Now body building food, milkshake, cheese sandwich, scrambled eggs, fish curry, dal fry. Now the third one is protective food, peas and fruit juice. So we have to classify and write it in your notebook. Now this question answer is not that compulsory, but you can write. Okay. So these three question answers please copy down in your EVS notebook. Now fourth one, why should we wash fruits and vegetables before eating? Why should we wash the fruits and vegetables? We should wash fruits and vegetables before eating or cooking in order to remove the dirt and dust from it. Okay, so in order to remove the dirt and dust, we should wash the fruits and vegetables thoroughly. Now fifth one, what is the difference between vegetarian and non-vegetarian food? What is the answer? Vegetarian food includes fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses, milk, cheese and butter. And non-vegetarian food includes meat, chicken, eggs and fish. Okay, just remember one thing, vegetarian food is obtained from plants and non-vegetarian food is obtained from plants as well as animals. Okay, so this one you have to write in the notebook. Now the last one, circle the vegetarian food items green and the non-vegetarian food items red. Okay, the examples given here are banana, fish, egg, grains, milk, meat, cheese, cabbage and peas. So you have to classify them as vegetarian food. So what are the examples here? Banana, then grains, milk, cheese, cabbage, peas, etc. So these are obtained from plants. So we have written in green color. Now what about the non-vegetarian food items here? You can see meat, fish and egg. So these things are got from animals. So they are written in red color. So non-vegetarian food items is written in red color, whereas vegetarian food items is written in green color. Okay. So that's all about food. So we discussed about the importance of having food. We also discussed about the different types of food. Which are the different types of food? Protective food, body building food and energy giving food. We also said a number of examples for that. We also discussed about the different ways of having food and the different kinds of food. Which are the different kinds of food? Vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food. Okay, so you have to copy down the question answers in your notebook. You have to read the lesson thoroughly and we will meet in the live session with the live discussion. Okay, so see you again in the live session. So that's all for today. Bye and take care.